you can't get enough. We're still the one that you can trust. We're still having fun, and we're still the one.
Hey everybody, it's Zach from FuszTube, and we're back again with another episode of Downtime. Today, we are asking people if you could go back and relive 1 year from your childhood, what year would that be and why? I think personally that I would go back to my senior year of high school, because if I knew that I could do what I'm doing now as a career, but 18 years ago, that would have been really cool, because then I would have had a real head start on the things that I'm doing now. And I would know not to use this stupid camera when I'm shooting in the dealership because it has terrible light balance and it makes everything look terrible. So I learned that lesson again on this camera, and I'm not going to do it again. So the next time we're going to get good color balanced shots, but today we don't because I'm an idiot. But let's go find out what year everyone else relived if they had the opportunity. Come on.
If I could go back to 1 year, to relive 1 year of my childhood.
If I could go back and relive 1 year of my life.
If I could go back and relive 1 year of my life would be...
Give me a second, don't record me now.
So different today for my kids.
When I was 3 years old, because then I could get away with anything.
If I could go back to any year of my childhood, it would be the good old Nickelodeon days.
Oh, boy.
The Legends of the Hidden Temple. Guts. Global Guts.
I can remember the man landed on the moon. I can remember John F. Kennedy being shot.
I would go back to when I was like 6 or 7, when I got my training wheels off my bicycle.
If I could go back and relive 1 year of my childhood, it'd probably be I wouldn't play as much street hockey because my wrist is still messed up from that.
That these people today, you know, like my colleagues, they weren't even born.
When I was about 13, 14, I used to go camping with my grandparents, with my aunt. It was fun. We'd go for 2 weeks in the summertime and have a great time.
I would go back to freshman year in high school.
I think I'd probably go back to first year of high school.
Was playing football, ended up getting surgery so couldn't go on, but I wish I could have kept playing and did a little bit better with knowing what I know now.
Started playing football right away instead of waiting a year.
Probably go back to my mid-teens and really focus on a golf career because I was actually really good at it.
I'll definitely pursue a soccer career and further push hard and make sure I get it.
My senior year of high school, because took a lot of trips back then. It was a lot of fun.
To go back to being 16.
16.
I think it would be the age I turned 16.
I would go back being a 16-year-old.
Because that's when I started driving and I could go wherever I want.
Freedom and the open road.
You have no worries in the world, and life was a bucket of F-U-N.
And it was, we didn't have a remote control. We had to get up. Of course, my father would always, or mother would get up and change.
If I could go back and relive 1 year from my childhood, I would go back to being 18 years old and go back to college.
If I could go back and relive 1 year from my childhood, I would choose to not do the actual childhood part, but kind of 1 year of college-ish. That I moved to Columbia, Missouri with all my best friends. I had the time of my life. A little bit too fun, obviously. I wound up back in St. Louis, but wouldn't change it for the world, and I would definitely relive it if I could.
Does 21 count?
Yeah, sure.
21,
okay.
for sure.
What?
It's young, carefree.
War, civil rights, you know, the assassination of Bobby Kennedy, Martin Luther King, JFK.
I'll just make something up.
Oh. I was recording, so.
No, you didn't!